There's this sandwich bar named Feri Kasif, which translates into English as dirty feri. And a lot of people line up there to get a sandwich. I mean, for goodness sake, why? Why? If there is one factor that we care about the most when it comes to food industry, that's hygiene. How could you name your sandwich bar Dirty Feri and still people show more interest to come to your sandwich bar? I mean, open up a sandwich bar anywhere in the world, for example, Europe, and name it Dirty Jack. See how many people would even bother to stop by, let alone buying things from you. Well, if you name your sandwich bar Dirty Suzanne, then of course a lot of people would line up there to buy a sandwich. There will be this black dude, some Chinese guys, some Indian guys, some Arab guys, but there will be no Iranian in those lines because, you know, Iranians do not stand in such lines. And in that situation, the dirtier the Suzanne, the better. And there was this clinic that did circumcision surgeries. The name was Agha Mohammad Khan Qajar. And believe it or not, still Iranian parents would take their sons there to be circumcised. There was this brand of chewing gum. I think most of you would remember that. It was a very smart choice of name for this chewing gum. I really appreciate that. The name of chewing gum was Love Is. Love is chewing gum. Yeah, because love is chewing gum. It's very sweet and soft at the beginning. You could blow bubbles with that. But after a while, it becomes tasteless and hard, and you could only blow it up and get rid of it to get a new one. That's a very smart choice of name for a chewing gum. There was this brand of noodles we have in Iran. Of course, it's kind of delicious and it's easy to prepare. But the name is a little problematic. Here's what the deal is. The name has two parts. The second part is elite. And I think you know what elite means. It means highly trained. And the first part is nude. But it's not the type of nude you're thinking about because it's spelled N-O-O-D. Actually, it's the first syllable of the word noodle. So the name is Nude Elite. I think the executives of this company never seek for any piece of advice from an English expert person who could probably tell them that, hey, this might be a little wrong to name your noodles Nude Elite. Because there are a lot of times that you face this name not in written form. And it would be very easy to misunderstand that. So like this one time, my mom was out of town to visit some relatives. And you know, my father is a terrible cook, like many other Iranian fathers. So it was almost in the evening when my father called me and said, "Man, come here. I said, "What's that? What's the problem?" He said, "You know, your mom is not home. And she won't be back by tonight. I need a few nude elites." And I said, why? Why would you need that? I'm going to have them. How? Believe me, you don't want to know. That was the time I got a little suspicious, so I decided to call my mom. I said, Mom. Well, the whole story continues with another interesting name. You know, there was a time that we had this chaos, and we still have it. It's called concours exam. And, well, it took the dear Ministry of Education something like 37 years to realize that this was a wrong system to define someone's future in less than 5 hours. Well, of course, needless to mention, as always, only a few people abused this situation to its fullest to destroy some youngsters' lives and fill their own pockets. Well, there was this Concours Preparation Institute. It was named, the name was کانون فرهنگی آموزش. I think most of you are familiar with that. But the logo was fantastic. The logo was amazing. And believe me, this area is the education area. So you expect people to be educated, and you expect them to think about meanings and stuff. But again, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I think if you've seen the logo for کانون فرهنگی آموزش, it's the logo of a graduated guy with a degree in his hand. So I always thought to myself, what could this logo possibly mean? So I tried to think a lot about it, but I come up with this result that probably the guy is telling us that, hey, look, I was admitted to university. I'm even graduated with a degree. But look at my days, man. Look at my days. So you get out of here. Get out of here. And there's another organization, Iranian organization, called National Organization for Development of Exceptional Talents, which translates into Farsi as سازمان ملی پرورش استعدادهای درخشان. The logo for this organization is fantastic. I mean, if you look at the logo, it's trying to convey a message. The message is very clear. It says, if you believe you're a talented person with an IQ above average, which means you can understand the message this logo is trying to deliver, then get out of this country and escape from this country in any direction you can. So next time that you see a name or a logo, I expect you to think more about the meaning it's trying to deliver. And please do it before it's too late. Thank you.